Portuguese record in those 3 events. Actually ran the 100 metres at the World Titles last year. Made the quarterfinals there. Didn't qualify for the long jump. Wise decision here in Sydney. He is just concentrating on the long jump. Australians have won 2 silver medals in this event. Gary Honey, of course, in 1984. And Bill Bruce, silver medalist in 1948. Culledo will begin this long jump competition. Anything over 8 metres will be a solid opening for the man from Portugal. Not too far away from that. Important to wait for the white flag. There it is, signifies a fair jump. And Culledo, first major final after competing in Atlanta and Seville. Didn't make the final in either of those championships. After 8:04 in the qualifying, which was an impressive effort, he opens up this men's long jump final. It'll be around 7.95, so 7.94 in fact for Carlos Culledo. Jai Taurima is the 5th jumper in the order. And Peter Burge is jump in 9th position. Roman Schurenko from Ukraine jumped 8:01 in the qualifying round. Didn't qualify for the finals last year at the World Championships. Sports instructor from Kiev. There's plenty of power and speed on the runway, so Schurenko opens his competition. Just dragged the right elbow. Gets the white flag. Distance measured from the front of the board to the nearest mark in the pit. And you'll just watch the right elbow here. Just drags back through the sand. So loses some precious centimetres. We start with 12, and after 3 jumps, we will lose 4 competitors, and the top 8 will go through and have 3 more attempts. Distance for Schurenko, 7.76 metres. Next on the runway, jumping Jai Taurima, enjoying himself already. Looking for just a little bit more noise. He's the Australian record holder. He was 4th in the World Championships last year in Seville. He missed the bronze medal by just 1 centimetre. Set a personal best of 8.35 metres on his last attempt. If he jumps that far today, he will be right in this competition. Motivated by missing the Atlanta Olympic Games in '96 with an injury. But he's here in the Olympic final, and jumping Jai is on his way for his first attempt in the final. Steams in, and look at that. We wait for the flag. If it's a fair jump, it's not. So Jai celebrates, and he now sees the flag, and that was a prodigious effort. Let's have a look at the distance on the board. Anything onto the red plasticene's a foul. Over by 5 or 10 centimetres. So an exciting start for Taurima. Looked to be around 8.15 metres. Of course, with the top 8 receiving 3 more jumps, you do need to be careful to get one on the board early. Otherwise, you are in danger of making the early exit. The leap of 8.06 metres, Australian Athlete of the Year in 2000. He's had 5 operations on ankles and groins. Former triple jumper who finished 5th in the World Junior Championships in that event. Turned to the long jump with great success, won the Commonwealth Games title. Looking for the support. His face is on the big screen in the stadium here, so we should hear a big roar for Peter Burge on his first attempt in the long jump final. Charges in, and that will be around 7.80 metres, bit tense on the runway that time. Beautiful technician, simple hitch kick technique. And he does shoot the legs out on the landing. Just straining a little bit on the runway this time. Towards the back of the board. The distance for Peter Burge, 7 metres 80. So he is in 5th place after his first attempt. Just ambles back to his mark. 7 metres 80 on his first attempt. It was a little bit tight. Brings the run up in a fraction. Is in 7th place. Currently the top 3. Taurima at 8.18. Lukasevich at 8.08. And Taurus at 8 metres. Just 3 over 8 metres at the moment. It's a bit of a surprise in round 2. Here comes Peter Burge. Really does need to launch it out over 8 metres to put himself in the hunt here. And that is going to be close to that distance. We wait for the white flag. He gets it. So Peter Burge has improved here in round 2. Exactly what he needed. Wonderful shot as we travel down with Peter Burge. Just gather before the board and then stretch into the pit. Stretching and straining for every centimetre. 40 kilometres an hour, plenty of pace at the moment. 3rd place is 8 metres exactly. Jai Taurima leads. We wait for the distance, 8.06, so he moves into 3rd place. The Australians in 1st and 3rd at the moment. It is early stages though. There's 20, he waits, stares down the white flag. You put it in the air and put me out of my misery. Gets it now. So I think this might surpass Jai Taurima a fraction. He needs 8.18 to go into the lead as he leaps into our lounge room. We wait for the distance. He looks pretty satisfied. 8.34, so he leads, pushes Taurima back to 2nd. Ivan Pedroso leads with 8 metres 34. Steams in again. So much pace from Taurima, and he sails out there. We wait for the flag, and this is a good one. He might be back in the lead. There it is. It's a huge jump from Jai Taurima. His personal best is 8 metres 35. It might be close to that. Pedroso's lead is 8 metres 34. He will not be denied jumping Jai. Faster still on the runway. Knew it was a good one as soon as he hit the sand. We wait for the distance. His personal best is 8 metres 35. He has seen the distance. 8 metres 34. He's in the lead on a count back from Pedroso. They share the same distance. Just 1 centimetre off the Australian record. From an operation. It was 4 in the morning. He got dressed and went out to training. He was that inspired by Taurima's effort in Seville. Prepared meticulously for this day. He's currently in 7th place with 8 metres 06. Again, has the support of the Capacity House at Stadium Australia. And Peter Burge comes down for his 3rd attempt. A lot more pace this time. Not more distance, however. Falling short of 8 metres. Just straining a little bit on the runway. Needs to loosen it up. Plenty of speed, 39 kilometres an hour. Upwards of the best we've seen so far. Taurima owns that. A massive 40 kilometres and a half. That is some serious speed. Burge dissatisfied with this effort. He is in 7th place. He'll be safely through to the top 8 and wait for his distance. 7 metres 93. So Burge in 7th. Jai Taurima currently in the lead in the long jump. And that is a big jump, close to 8 metres 50. He waits. Look at him, waiting for the flag. There's a close inspection. I think it's going to be a fair jump. It is. That should be enough to put Ivan Pedroso, 3-time. Look at the reaction from Pedroso as he waits to see. He is enjoying his evening in the sandpit. Let's wait for the distance. 8 metres 41. So he goes back into the lead. Jai Taurima is up next. Here is Taurima. He's just seen Pedroso's effort. Have a look at the picture of concentration that Taurima has on his face. Never seen him so focused. Just 1 centimetre short of his Australian record on the previous attempt. Huge roar goes up in Stadium Australia as Taurima, who is now back to second after that effort from Pedroso. They stamp their feet and cheer for everything they have as Taurima comes in for his 4th attempt. Look at that! Have a look at that! We wait for the flag. It will certainly be a new Australian record. The crowd is absolutely as hyped up as Jai Taurima is. Haven't seen the flag yet. We can only presume it's a fair jump. His Australian record, 41 kilometres an hour. His Australian record is 8 metres 35. The lead is 8 metres 41. We wait for this distance. We still wait for the distance. 8 metres 40. It's a new Australian record. He trails by just 1 centimetre, just as he did in Seville last year. This time, however, he's battling for the gold. In Seville, he finished 4th. A personal best, a new Australian record for Taurima. Competition, really does assist. And Schurenko now, who has had 2 fouls and a best of 8 metres 14, will hope to launch himself up into the medals on this 5th attempt. And that is a big jump, but it's also a big foul, I think we'll find. Red flag in the air. But when you've only got 2 jumps remaining in the Olympic final, you take the run-up back and you give it everything you have. And no great surprise to see some fouls, certainly in the last round. They will be going for everything they have. Magnificent competition so far. 8 metres 40, a new Australian record in the previous round. He trails by just 1 centimetre. He has 2 more jumps remaining. Atmosphere in this stadium is absolutely electric as Taurima begins his approach. Listen to the roar. Taurima takes off, and that's close again. We wait for the white flag. It's there, and perhaps Taurima goes back into the lead. It's going to be very tight. 8 metres 40 is the lead so far. What jumping. Look at the speed. Continually faster on the runway. And after 8 metres 40 on the previous jump, even Jai can't believe what he has produced here. We wait for the distance. He takes a big, deep breath. 8 metres 41 is the lead at the moment. Taurima prances around as he waits for the distance. Here it comes. He needs 8 metres 41 to move into the lead. He's seen the distance. We wait for it. We still wait for the distance. Hurry up. Put us out of our misery. 8 metres 49. His 2nd Australian record in a row. He's back in the lead with 1 jump remaining. 8 metres 11 on his final jump. He's in 5th place at the moment with a best of 8 metres 15. Lukasevich is in 3rd. Melez from Cuba is in 7th place. 3 more men before Pedroso, and then Jai Taurima, who currently leads the competition with an Australian record of 8 metres 49. Just a discussion going on here. Not sure what the reason for this is. Talking about the indicators on the sidelines. Perhaps someone has moved Melez's marker. Some serious discussions taking place here. The chief referee is out onto the track. Melez is just keen to get on with the business. As you can see, the official standing in the way. The standings at the moment It's a wonderful picture. Taurima leads. Perhaps they're saying that there's been some movement of Jai Taurima's marker. I don't think that'll bother jumper Jai too much. He is having the time of his life at the moment. 2 Australian records in succession. Meles now. For his final attempt, his best so far is 8.08 m. Certainly has the potential to go a long way. Have a look at this. From Meles, it's a foul. And that was certainly in the vicinity of 8.50 m. Meles, who was threatened so much during the evening, and finally on the last attempt lights it up. It's a big foul, almost 3/4 of a foot. So he will stay in 7th position. And there are just 4 more competitors remaining. Jai Taurima in 1st place at the moment. If Schurenko from Ukraine doesn't improve on Taurima's best jump of 8.49 m, then Taurima most certainly has a medal. Then Kofi Pra and Ivan Pedroso will determine which colour. Taurima has the jump on his competitors here. After leading following the first 3 rounds, he will be the last jumper in the competition. Of course, if Pedroso can't jump further than 8.49 m, then Jai Taurima will know that he has won the gold medal. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Here's Schurenko from Ukraine. His final attempt at 8.14 is his best so far. And that is around 8.25 or 30. And Lukasevich, his teammate, is currently in the bronze medal position at 8.26 m. 26. Won't be enough. He needs 8.27 m to secure the bronze medal. He waits for the distance. And he's celebrating. Gee, this makes me nervous. We don't know how far it is. 8.31 m. So Schurenko steals the bronze medal from his teammate. Lukasevich, who was in the 3rd place for so long. Now Pra, who can have something to say about that. Jai Taurima, he has a medal. Will it be gold, silver or bronze? Becomes the 3rd Australian Olympic long jump medalist. Our best result is 2 silver medals. In 1948 with Bill Bruce and Gary Honey behind the great Carl Lewis. In 1984. Pra to all corners of the stadium looking for support. His best so far is 8.19 m. If he doesn't improve on 8.49 m, then Taurima has the silver medal. Pra's on his way for the final time tonight, and that is around 8 metres. So Taurima the silver, joining Bruce and Gary Honey. And Ivan Pedroso has 1 more jump remaining. Taurima leads with a new Australian record of 8.49 m. Pra salutes the crowd. He has been very entertaining tonight. We have enjoyed his performance. 7.86 m. He is in 5th place. Ivan Pedroso, 3 times the world champion, never the Olympic champion. Has never won a medal. He has confirmed himself in 2nd place at the moment. Jai Taurima from Australia currently leads. He has 8 centimetres on Ivan Pedroso. Pedroso's 2nd best effort is just 1 metre in advance, 1 centimetre I should say, in advance. Meters 49 would be enough. There's Taurima. Can he bear to watch what's about to happen? It's a simple 49. Jai Taurima from Australia as he watches with Peter Burge. It goes up. Taurima, he can see what has happened and he knows that he will have to have... What a competition this has been. Jai Taurima has one more attempt remaining. Well, he has been magnificent so far, Taurima. And listen to the crowd. They're on their feet. Pedroso would be a deserving champion, but I'm sure he wouldn't mind if our support is with Jai Taurima. Leading into the last round. 2 Australian records so far. Every athlete dreams of being in this situation. Listen to the roar. There has been tremendous atmosphere in this stadium throughout the week. They roared for Kathy Freeman. We might top that now. Jai calls for more. Everyone's on their feet. 8 metres 55 or better will be enough. Jumping Jai. It will be short. What a competition for Jai Taurima. He is the silver medalist. 2 Australian records, and Pedroso is a deserving winner. He wins his first Olympic title, and Taurima cannot believe how close he's come. The feet were out there. It was just the backside and the arm as he was stretching for everything that he had. He has produced the greatest series of long jumps ever seen by an Australian, I think, until today. Pedroso celebrates his win. And Taurima, he'll be disappointed tonight, but tomorrow morning he will wake up as the Olympic silver medalist. A lifetime dream achieved for Pedroso. So close for Jai Taurima. Pedroso wins the gold medal at 8 metres 55 on the last attempt. Taurima, who led into the last round, only to see the lead snatched from him. 8 metres 49, a personal best, an Australian record. And Roman Schurenko from Ukraine in 3rd place, 8 metres 31. Peter Burge, the 2nd Australian, in 6th place with a best of 8 metres 15. Himself in the Australian flag.
Pushing 8.55 at the death in the last jump for him. Oh, what a roar. Didn't he work the crowd tonight? And weren't they committed to him and his cause? To produce 2 Australian records on the way through, to take the lead, lose it, take it again, and then have the gold taken from him right at the end. Some stunning responses by both Pedroso and Taurima tonight. And like we talked about, or those that were there in 56 talked about Dumas and Porter in that high jump. They'll talk about Taurima and Pedroso in the long jump forever. A night to remember for jumping Jai. Ooh, he says, it was close. It sure was. And the bronze medalist from Ukraine, Roman Schurenko, who produced 8.31 to move himself into 3rd position on his last jump as well. So drama right to the end here. One to remember, Pedroso of Cuba.
Best on his last jump.
Typical, he always does it. I knew he was going to jump bigger, and so I just got ready for the last jump, and unfortunately I just didn't get out there.
I can't believe how composed you are. You've been so excitable out there all night. You've had the crowd in a frenzy here.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the Australian public and the people out here, I don't think I would have jumped 8.49 today, that's for sure.
You've been telling me that right the way through this campaign, that just quietly in training you've been jumping PBs. You knew you'd perform, especially with 110,000 behind you.
Yeah, I reckon it gives you another 20 centimetres, so I'm just wrapped with a silver medal. Unfortunately not the gold, but it'll do. I'm pretty happy.
Well, it makes up more than enough for the disappointment last year when you missed bronze at the Worlds by just 1 centimetre.
Yeah, that hurt a lot. You know, I did a lot of hard training, and I think it was a date with destiny to get a medal to this year. I just trained awesome.
You're one, though, that is so carefree about this sport. You keep saying, hey, I don't do much. I just run 50 or 60 metres and jump.
Yeah, it's pretty easy, actually. That's what I do. And too bad Pedroso got me, that's all. I'm happy.
Where do you put this? This has to be the athletic highlight of your career.
Oh, it's better than the wave, a 10-foot wave I caught at Kira Beach one time. That smashes it. And I thought that was the best sporting highlight of my career, but this smashes it.
What do you do now? What do you do now to top that? I mean, this must just drive you to even greater things. You've mixed it with you know you can mix it with the best, but now you've proved you can regularly.
Yeah, I'm just a big meat performer. I knew Pedroso was beatable today, especially if you nail him the first 3 jumps, and then you've got to jump after him. He tends to foul a lot, but he's a champion, isn't he?
Just talk me through quickly the emotions that were out there as you revved up the crowd. Put your hands above your head and urge them to support you.
Magnificent. That's all I can say. You know, I've got tears in my eyes. And it was thanks to my mum up there. Thank you.
I don't see you emotional enough, but yeah. I tell you, this is fantastic. You've had the Aussies supporting you. Half the team is out here tonight. I'm certain the rest of the team is scattered amongst this crowd, and we know how popular you are. And, it's just fantastic.
I'm just an average guy giving it my best, that's all, and I'm proud to be Australian.
Well, you're going to be on that dive shortly, and Jai, congratulations. One last thing, you and Peter Burge, just the way you've driven each other, that's got to have helped.
Oh, definitely. I knew Peter smacked me up all domestically, and I knew if I didn't pull my finger out, he'd jump a long, long way. And I did some hard training. Unfortunately, it wasn't his night, but, you know, he's a young boy and he's got plenty of world champs and Commonwealths and Olympic Games left.
Silver medal. Congratulations.
Thanks, Paddy.